To start off with my story, before I started doing this business, I was a music instructor and a teacher, and I loved what I was doing because I grew to love teaching, and it was such a joy to see children progress at what they do. So when I wanted to earn more money, what I did was I was working 7 days a week. I taught privately doing one-on-one piano lessons for 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. And I also taught at a music school for 2 days a week, Friday and Saturday. And on top of that, I worked at a church for choir practices on Friday nights and then for their Sunday morning services. So then I thought to myself, when can I keep doing this until working 7 days a week? And can I keep doing this until I'm 65 years old? And what will happen to me when I stop working? And I realized that my income was going to stop when I stop working. This is what I later learned as linear income. This is where you're trading your time for money, meaning that the moment that I stop working, I will stop getting paid. And if you have a job and you're not going to work, you're simply not getting paid. And not surprisingly, I didn't see many teachers living lavishly in retirement. So if you want to see your future in your job, take a look at the people that you're working for. What does their life look like? And is that the future that you want, that you wish to have? So when I first heard about this business, it was from my mother-in-law and father-in-law. They started this business in 2000. And in the beginning, it was really hard and they didn't have much income coming in because they were just starting out. And back then, communication was done through phone, by meeting people physically, and through fax machines and CDs. And my father-in-law actually heard about Nu Skin while he was in Korea. So even though this is a company that was founded in the US, we are opened in 50 countries. So right off the bat, you have the potential to create a global business within the 50 countries where Nu Skin is opened. And so it took several years of hardship and sacrifice and failures. But once they established momentum in the business, they were truly able to see and experience what Nu Skin was all about. My father-in-law actually had triple bypass surgery. And in 2011, during his recovery, he was not able to meet with people regularly or go to the office to do meetings. But my husband and I saw that they were receiving checks every month. And on top of that, we saw that their checks were increasing whether or not they went to work. So I had to find out more about this business and what it was all about. So I went to an event called Himalaya University, which is a free training program. And I was introduced to the company by visiting the headquarters. And I really got to see the bigger picture during my visit in September of 2011. I got to hear from the leaders that were already successful, that were living the lifestyle that I only dared to dream about, which is to ultimately not have a boss telling me what to do or to tell me how much I'm worth, and to have an income where I don't have to physically clock in to receive it. And I wish I had known about leveraged income while I was growing up, because the only way that I learned how to make money was to trade my time for money. I mean, we all have 24 hours in a day, right? But how is it that certain people were living comfortably and others were not when we are all working hard? And so I decided to fully commit to this business after I came back from Team Elite University. And this was a year after my husband started Nu Skin full time. And I was done with working those crazy hours. Even though I was freelancing and I was able to set my own schedule and get paid when I wanted, it wasn't enough for me in the sense that once I stopped working, I wasn't going to get paid. I wanted to break out of this cycle of what we call the rat race. So I am here today to tell you a little bit about Nu Skin, which is the company that I'm partnered with. And it's a business that continues to give me the lifestyle that I want to live, which is to be able to set my own schedule without having to ask a boss for time off, wondering whether or not I will even get permission to get time off, and to be able to travel for weeks at a time instead of days at a time. So when you're looking to partner with a company, you will want to do your research and find out if Nu Skin is the right partner for you. And you want to look at these 5 things that I will go over each of these points with you. So, market trends. Everyone is on social media, from kids to grandparents, and we are on our phones 24/7 and we can't go anywhere without it. Social media is used for marketing, self branding, and it's used as a tool to connect with people from all over the world. And people are on their phones anyway. But have you ever thought of making money from something that you're already doing multiple times throughout the day? And people are now concerned with their health more than ever, and prevention is key. People are more aware that they have to have a strong immune system to fight viruses and disease. And additionally, no matter what age you are, people want to look good and stay young. And it's not just the older population, but you'll see that the younger generation is really concerned with taking care of their skin as well, because and their health, because they're being more exposed to the media and they're wanting to look good when they're taking their selfies, right? And because of this pandemic, the use of technology for communication has been sped up by several years. So we've been dealt with by force sometimes to use technology in our everyday lives, to the point where no business can now be done without an online presence. So we have to adapt to these changes if you want to be part of this new form of communication. And so the workforce is never going to be the same. Many companies have had to change their business model, and many employees have been forced out of work. And from this experience, companies are finding that working from home is now actually a very sensible thing to do and more economical, because they don't have to have employees at an office to get work done. And many people are looking for side gigs to make extra money. And wanting to make extra money is a trend that will never go out of style, right? So, what makes Nu Skin different from traditional businesses? So, let's first talk about how a traditional business distributes their products. Let's say we have a company like Apple. They will manufacture their products, spend millions on marketing, hiring models, actors, and making TV and print ads. And they build these beautiful stores. And only after they go through these steps does this product come into our hands. So when we're buying the iPhone, we're actually also paying for all this overhead in between. Now, for Nu Skin strategy, we are selling directly to the customers. We are direct sellers. So yes, Nu Skin is manufacturing the products, and they are also doing the scientific research and development of these products. However, because we don't have a storefront, we don't spend money on advertisement, models, actors, TV, or print ads. And because of that, the money that would be spent on all that overhead comes instead to us. The company empowers us to be the advertisement and be the marketing and face of Nu Skin. And in turn, they are paying us for it. So here's the role of Nu Skin, or what I like to call the headache of the business. This is the back end. They take care of all the legal issues, accounting, research, shipping, all the logistics. And in order for a business to run smoothly, we need a strong back end and we need a strong front end. And I thank Nu Skin for creating this strong backbone for us, because in the front end, this is where we come in. All we have to do is distribute and market the products and build sales teams to help distribute those products. And we have over 250 products that will take care of you from head to toe, from the inside of your body to the outside. But what I want to highlight is our beauty and health devices, because it has gotten so much attention. In particular, the LumiSpa. This is the latest beauty device that we have out, and it was launched in 2017, and it has sold 2 million units in 18 months. And what makes this so significant is that this single product generated hundreds of millions of dollars in sales, and over 40% of that revenue came into our pocket. So this is a great opportunity for both new and old partners in the business. Now, their products, all these products are backed by world-class scientists that are working hard for us in creating and developing these new products, and even improving upon current products. because you want to update and reformulate them to keep up with the latest trends, scientific research, ingredients. So therefore, our products combine the best of nature and science. So what is Nu Skin as a company? It was founded in 1984 and it is a publicly traded company, meaning that all of the information that I've shared with you today and the financials of the company are publicized. Now here's a look at the average incomes of each level in the business. And I want you to take a look at this chart and ask yourself, where do you see yourself? And where do you want to be? How much do you want to make per month or per year? Now, when I saw this slide for the first time, my eyes immediately went to the right-hand side. And that's because I saw what people were making in a month, I was making in a year at one of my previous jobs. Was it really possible that what I was making in a year, these people were making in a month? But even if you look at the far left of the compensation plan, you'll see that a brand rep can make an average of $500 a month. And what would that mean for you? Let me also ask, how many hours do you need to work extra at your current job if you wanted to make an additional $500 per month? So Nu Skin also rewards you for hitting milestones within the company, but more importantly, for growing your business. Now, all these are full expense paid trips for you and another person, and they're completely paid for, even your plane tickets. I mean, how many places workplaces do you know where you get paid to go on a vacation? Going on a trip for free is quite an experience, because the last time I went on a trip for free was when I was in high school and I was living with my parents, and I must say, it wasn't luxurious. So we have to be blessed. We have been blessed to take part in some of these success trips, to explore the world and meet with other like-minded leaders, and to be celebrated, to continually grow our business. So this is a trip that we took in Barcelona, that we earned for Barcelona, and we met with our Chinese leaders here. So these are all of our wonderful leaders within the group that we got to have this wonderful week-long trip. And we decided that after our trip to Barcelona, why not go on a 2-week cruise around the Mediterranean? So then we went to Italy, Montenegro, we went to all these other countries in between, I don't remember, but we had the opportunity to do that, and what a privilege and honor to be able to do that. So I want to talk to you about timing. When is the right time to join? I want to show you again 2 of our best-selling beauty devices. On the left, we have the Lumi Spa, which was launched in 2017. And on the right, we have the age lock version of the Galvanic Spa, which was launched in 2007. Now, it took 10 years for the Galvanic Spa to sell 2 million units, and the Lumi Spa sold the same amount of units in just 18 months. And this isn't to say that one device is better than the other, but rather back then we only had emails, phones, snail mail, fax machines. But today we have social media and the internet, and news and information is traveling faster and wider than ever before. So some of you might be thinking, oh, it's too late for me to find any success in a company that's already 36 years old. But from what I just told you, it proves that we are rolling out new and innovative products such as these, with products that are scientifically and technologically backed, that can be demonstrated to show instant results. So you will want to get in as soon as possible. So here are some of the new products that are just waiting to be launched. One of them being a skincare line that's already so popular, and it's been reformulated, and some of you have already given a try. I know the NutriCentrals line, for me, that's what I'm using right now, and I love how it feels, and I love the results that I'm getting. And on top of that, we have another innovative beauty device that will be launched next year for the US. It's already launched in Asia, and it is called Age Lock Boost. And this is a new beauty device that helps to brighten your complexion, that will help to minimize your pores while giving you a much bouncier look. And I've seen some dramatic before and after pictures, even just from one use. Now, once this comes out in the US, you will want to have a team of distributors ready to go and spread the word on how amazing these products are. It's a game changer and you don't want to miss out. And it's because of these innovations that the future is so bright for us. Every time a new product is launched, we become the first to introduce these products to our customers. And we also have a chance to show these products to both old and new customers. And that in turn creates new opportunities for growth in our business. So I'm out here in Las Vegas, and even though businesses have opened up, it will never be the same. And many are still cautiously reluctant to live life as it was before COVID-19. So we will refer to this time as one of the most significant health crisis and recession of our lifetime. No one expected this, right? And what's so unique about this event is that it's affecting everyone universally. This isn't just for one city, happening in one city or in one country. It's affecting us all around the world. And we are all simultaneously going through this very unpredictable time. And during this pandemic, at its peak, 40 million people have filed for unemployment in the US alone. And businesses that have been around for many decades have closed their doors. And even with people going back to the workforce, will your jobs still be there when you get back? I have a friend that works in the restaurant industry, and he doesn't feel comfortable going back to work because of having to be exposed to many people in close quarters. And also, restaurants that are opened, they're only open at half capacity, which means for him, less tips and hours for work. So he decided to quit his job and go into a completely different field of work. I mean, he's dedicated X amount of years to this job, but now this secure job that he's had is telling him that he can't work the same hours and make the same amount as before. So if you're okay with working for someone else and you're happy with that, keep doing what you're doing. But if you've ever thought about how you can break away from that cycle, I'd like to ask, what better time is there than now to truly live freely and do what you want to do? Because no one has ever been forced to quit their jobs and close their businesses. But that's exactly what we're going through right now. We are in a recession and we will get through this, but there will be another recession that will come. And this is just the cycle of the economy. Just how the seasons change, it's inevitable. The question is, are you going to be ready for the next one? And do you want it to look different from what you're going through right now? And if you've ever thought of a way to make money that is different from what you're currently doing, this might be the right time for you to do your research, ask questions, and find out if this may be the right path for you. What you've been doing for the past 10 years or even the past 5 years, has it been that different? When I was working 7 days a week, there was no way that I was going to maintain that work schedule for very long. Money was not bad, but I knew that I would burn out easily and I had to make a change. I was already burnt out from doing that for 2 years. So one of my dreams was that when I started a family, that I would be able to show my son the places that he would read about and learn about. And I wanted to show it to him in person. If he learned about the pyramids in Egypt, or if he read about the Great Wall of China, I want to take him and show it to him so he can actually go there and see it and feel it for himself. And I look forward to the day that I will get to show him these beautiful landmarks. And as a first-time mother, when I had my son 4 years ago, I was able to stay at home and enjoy every milestone with him. And I worked when I could from home, but mostly it was a priority for me to take care of my son. And I didn't have to commit myself to showing up at an office or a studio to teach. And I was able to do that because of a decision that I made 9 years ago to do this business. And in spite of what's going on in the world right now, I feel so blessed that the Nu Skin business continues to not only survive, but to thrive during this difficult time. And the reason why I started Nu Skin was not because of the products, which are fantastic and which I love, but it was because of the freedom. This business can be done from anywhere in the world, any place that you would like, and at any time that you wish to do your business. I'm not saying that this business is going to be easy, because I'm going to tell you right now that being your own boss is one of the most challenging things that you have to do, because it takes self-discipline, drive, and you have to be focused on where you want to go. But if you were to continue in the traditional career path, wouldn't you like to think that after dedicating your life for 40 years to a job, that you would get handsomely compensated for it, and that you would like to think that it was all worth it in the end? For me personally, if I continued down that traditional career path, I just didn't see that my retirement was truly going to be what I wanted it to be, what I wanted it to be. And I don't know if any of you have thought about your retirement years, but for me, I truly and desperately wanted to live and age gracefully when I retire. So when I see my in-laws not having to worry about where their next paycheck is coming from, or seeing them enjoy their dream home and being able to travel whenever they want, it's something that I aspire to do. And I was thinking about retirement so much because I was working so hard for so many hours per week prior to Nu Skin. I mean, who isn't working hard, right? Everyone works hard at what they do, don't they? So why is it that some are making lots of money, enough to create their wealth and have time to do what they want to do in 24 hours, and some are making just enough money to get by with those same 24 hours? So what we've been able to do was create an asset called leveraged income through Nu Skin. And I want to show you two different financial vehicles. I had mentioned what linear income was before, right? Where you trade in your time for money. And if you don't show up for work, or if you don't open your business, you don't get paid. Leveraged income, on the other hand, is where you're building a team, a network, so that your income doesn't depend solely on you alone. So let me use Starbucks as an example. Let's say that a cup of coffee costs $2 at Starbucks. And if they sell 100 cups a day, they will have earned $200 per day. Now, if you multiply that by 30 days, they're making $6,000 a month. Not bad for one store, right? So now Starbucks has 29,300 stores worldwide. So I rounded that number down to 20,000 and multiply that by $6,000 a month, and they are making $120 million per month. Now, this distribution channel turned a $2 cup of coffee into a $100 million per month business. This is the power of leveraged income. Build a network, build a team of distributors, and you will be building your own worldwide anti-aging storeless franchise. Now, John D. Rockefeller, he was the world's first billionaire. And he said that I would rather earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. So I would like to show you what that quote looks like in numbers. Let's say that I decide that I want to work 24 hours a day. So I'm working full time. And I decide that I want to work on top of that without having any breaks, eating or sleeping, because I want to make a lot of money. So I alone, working on my self-employed business or working as an employee, no matter how much I'm getting paid per hour, it means that in 24 hours, I'm getting paid 24 hours worth of pay. On the other hand, if I have 100 people on my team, and let's say they are working 1 hour per day, that means then I could fit 100 hours worth of work in 24 hours. This is the power of leverage. So let me ask you, what sounds more appealing to you? Show me a 1 if you want linear income, or show me 2 if you want leveraged income. So I want to talk to you again about timing. When is the right time to join? I hope that I've made it clear for you during my presentation that there is no better time than now to start your business and to start gathering your team of people to work with you and to build a future that is on your terms and not dependent on an employer. There's nothing scarier than being laid off without any notice. There's nothing scarier than having your pay cut in half because of an unforeseeable pandemic that is disrupting the world economy. And I know many people that are stuck in jobs that they're not happy with because it's what they need to get by. Is your job really solving the root of the issue, or is it a band-aid that is just temporarily solving the problem that will show up again once you stop working? And I want you to know that this business is moving forward with or without you because there is a momentum going on right now in the direct selling business. Let me play this for you. How do I get out of this? Oops, play. Sorry. Hold on, I'm going to screen share again. Are you ready? When will you be ready to break away from asking your boss when you can go on your lunch break or when you can take time off to spend with your family? When will you be ready to create an asset for yourself, where you can go on a vacation for weeks at a time, instead of days at a time, and go when it's off peak, when everyone else is in school or at work, because vacations are best when there's less people and it's cheaper to travel on off peak times. Give yourself a chance to create a lifestyle where you don't have to wake up to an alarm clock or someone else telling you how much you are worth. So you might be thinking to yourself right now, is this business for real? Can I do it? Many people ask themselves when they're deciding whether or not they want to move forward with Nu Skin as a business. So I want you to think about a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being, I'm not interested at all in this business, and 10 being, yes, I'm ready to sign up. 1, 2, 3. If you're at a 1, 2, 3, the timing for a business might not be right for you. That's fine. Use our products. Experience it for yourself. If you're a 4, 5, 6, 7, you are curious and interested, but you need more information. You're probably asking yourself right now, is this real? Which means you need to experience our products and dig deeper, learn more about the business. If you are at an 8, 9, 10, you've tried our products and you love it. You believe the company and the opportunity is real, and the only thing holding you back, that you're asking yourself the question of, can I do it? The only way to answer this question is through action and experience. So you can read an instruction booklet on how to swim, but you won't really know how to swim until you go in the water. So go in the water, put both feet in, and let's get started. Because the person that invited you here today invited you because they want to work with you. And one of the criteria for people joining Nu Skin is that you have to be a pleasant person. So right off the bat, know right now that you are a good and pleasant person. And they want to share this gift, a global business opportunity with you. And we want to be able to share this with as many pleasant people as possible. Now, this business can be done part-time, and many do start off this way. So this is really for anyone, no matter what your background, education, or experience. It's for anyone that's open-minded, that's looking for a side gig, that is driven, and one that can potentially create leveraged income for your future. So we are all our own bosses. But when you're starting off, know that there is support and training throughout your journey. Right now, the monthly trainings in Utah are not available, but from the person that invited you here today to our Himalaya Group Zoom calls on Wednesdays, there's a lot of resources and tools that you can find online to grow your business, because we're all here to help each other grow and succeed together. So thank you for your time today, and I hope to see you all in one of our success trips in the future.